we have another young Indian with us in the Voice of the Young segment. Hello, everyone. Right now, we have with us Christeen Susan Baiju. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Christeen.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be a part of the Voice of the Young Indian series. So my name is Christeen Susan Baiju, and I am a student of University of Bonn. I'm studying here Masters of Science in Economics. Prior to that, I have completed my bachelor's in Amity University, Kolkata. So along with studying in University of Bonn, I'm also working as a working student in Metro AG, which is an international company that is located out of Düsseldorf, headquarters at Düsseldorf. So this is all the summary about me. So today I am going to speak about my journey from how I have got my interest in economics, and then how did I came to Germany, and how am I doing my career here. So starting my career here. So first of all, I think it was in class 8th that I have first heard about, or maybe I have heard about before, but like read it thoroughly about the financial crisis of 2018. So it actually gave me a spark to know more about economics, because till that stage we have social science in school, like coming from a CBSE board school, I have social sciences, but we have our school mostly focused on political science and history. So economics was not such a good part of the subject. Actually, in 9th and 10th we have studied about that, but after that, from a typical Indian parent's point of view, the only two career choice for an Indian student is either engineering or doctor. That's what the typical mentality is. So similarly, my parents also were like, you should select biomaths for your senior school, and I have done that. Actually, I haven't taken economics in my senior school. So I have completed a science stream subject in my school. So I really didn't have any idea about economics. I do have like from my own reading, but a formal education was not there on economics, because in Kerala mostly we don't have the option to select which subjects we have under science stream. But when I went to do my bachelor's in Kolkata, I have heard from my other friends that their liberty to choose outside of the science stream was there, because most of them have, instead of doing biology, they have done their economics as one of the subject in class 12. So that was a bit different for me. So when I went to Kolkata, it was mostly an eye-opening situation for me, because all of my cohort have already done economics and they know much more than me. So I was like a student who knew economics but doesn't know the economic jargons. So I was very inquisitive to know more about it. And thankfully, the professors that I got there was very much interested in helping a student who have that passion to study. So I was lucky in that sense, because they guided me each and every step. Especially the first semester, it's like you are redoing whatever you have done in your class 11 and 12th for economics. So that part was not there for me. So it was a whole new way of studying, because from my experience, I can say that studying science and studying economics was little different. But I was able to do it because I had that mathematics skills that I had from the science background. So it was just the concept gap that I was having. So I was able to overcome that gap with the help of my professors, and obviously with my classmates, because they were also very helpful in that. Then there came the COVID-19 pandemic. So we had to go back home. We didn't had the option to stay in the university and have the offline classes. So everything was shifted from offline to online. So there was another adapting skill that needed to be done, not only for just the students, but also for the professors as well. It was a difficult time, but we were able to be in that system. So basically in the first year it was all online, offline, then online, then in the last year we had the offline classes. So I think we were the batch who was able to just have a sail through the sea and then finally reach the land again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a good experience in the sense that when you are at home, if you want to study, that you have the time to study as well, and also you can do a lot of extracurricular activities. For example, doing the internships. Like I was able to do multiple internships at that time. So mostly we have just one uh, mandatory internship that was supposed to do as a part of the course in the university, but other internship that I have done with NGOs or with Model United Nations, it was eye-opening because I was able to interact with a lot of internationals. Because before that it was mostly either I was able to see only people who are from the same background, but when you're going to an international scenario, you are able to see people coming from different backgrounds, because especially in Model United Nations, people who are already doctors or engineers, they are also coming into the policy making things. So I was able to see a lot of new perspective. That was eye opening, obviously. And then it was during the same time that I made a decision that I wanted to pursue my master's outside of India, because till that point I was preparing for entrance examinations within India for Delhi School of Economics and ISI, etc. So my professors, they were very motivating. They were like, you should apply to the German universities because first of all, it's world class education. Second thing, you don't have to pay your tuition fees. So it was a new thing, especially coming from not a very wealthy background. I would say like I'm coming from a comfortable situation, but going to UK or going to US and spending a millions of money for tuition fees, it was difficult. And I am not somebody who think that I want to spend so much money. I think either you should go through scholarship without making your parents suffer a little bit. Making a hole in their pockets, it's very difficult for a person like me. So it was either you should crack a scholarship or you should go for something like German universities, because they have really good education system, plus it is very student friendly country, given the fact that you know German. So
So
that's
why don't you pay tuition? Is tuition very low, or there's no tuition for anyone?
There is no tuition fees at all. So whatever we are spending here is actually just a contribution. It's called social contribution. So especially in my university, what I'm spending is majorly for the travel. So the university will give me a student ticket based on whatever amount I am paying. So it's like a fixed amount. It's compared with the Indian tuition fees, I think it's less.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
it varies from university to university, but still it's when you check out the Canadian universities or US or UK, it's very, very, very less.
Okay.
So yeah, so that is another factor. And I think to apply outside and also to get to know what all opportunities are present, I feel like networking is super important. Even if we have the access to the internet, even if we have the access to find out ourselves, I think like when you speak to like-minded people or when you speak to a experienced person, you will get to see a lot of new perspective and also get to have a lot more information, because like I was fortunate enough to have all of my seniors in a very good position. Some of them have gone to LSE, some of them, like I had a few seniors in University of Bonn itself, so I was able to network with them, get to know, okay, this opportunity is there. So that was very eye-opening. And especially right now I would like to thank two of my seniors, who is actually doing free consultancy services to people who would like to go outside. It's and their mission is really good, because they give anything that they do is for the society. It's not for the monetary benefit or nothing financial gain or something. So they have a foundation called AACDC. So it's something they stayed along with me throughout the entire process. And it is not just helping you to formulate the ideas for the SOPs, but also to mentally prepare you, because this is very important. Because I have seen multiple of the people who came along with me, they were not mentally prepared, I guess, to face the challenges that we are supposed to face in a foreign setting. So I have seen many of them going back home without finishing the course, but there are other people who have suffered, but still they have thrived till the end to get the degree, and then go into their academics again, or maybe to the career. So that is super important. And another factor that I would like to speak about is researching before going to a university, because each universities have their strength. Each universities have their strength points. For example, in University of Bonn, they focus mostly in microeconomics. So whatever field that you would like to go into, I think you should focus on that particular factor. And another thing that I would like to speak about is the importance of having a good knowledge base on economics, as well as the language in which your university is located in, like the country zone. For example, in Germany, I need to speak in German. Unfortunately, I am not very good in my German. I'm still learning it. So because of that, it's kind of difficult to find a opportunity in economics itself, because mostly here the corporates, also the researchers and everything, it's happening in German, even though English is there, but the competition in English is really high. So it takes a lot of time, or maybe if somebody is very lucky or have a lot of connection, then for them it's very easy to find one. But personally, for me, I had to apply to multiple places, and through LinkedIn, or maybe go for the job fair, or maybe for the research assistant positions as well. It is very important to know the German. And that is what the German life is going on. And yeah, that is it. So do you have any question to ask me?
Yeah. Do you have any plans for the future?
Yes, my plan for the future depends upon where it takes to me, because right now I am in the beginning of my second year right now. So I'm still doing my courses and the research modules and everything. And what I am doing here right now is on applied microeconomics, especially on the personal economics side. So we are doing a paper on that, and I am looking forward in positions both in academia as well as in the corporate field as well.
Yeah.
So that is exactly why I have selected, I have chosen to work as a working student in a corporate company, so that I'll get to know about the corporate culture a bit better than just hearing from the other people. And there is another exciting factor, is that I don't know about the other universities, but the university where I did my bachelor's in India, we didn't had the option to select the courses we were doing. Maybe other universities do provide, but we didn't had that opportunity. But in German universities, I have not only in Germany, but other foreign universities, they give you a plethora of choices to select from. So most of the time, you are interested in a lot of subjects, but you are not able to select because you have just limited time to finish the courses, and also that some of the courses will be clashing every week. The lectures you won't be able to attend all of the subjects because it's clashing together. So I literally have faced choice paralysis in that. In the beginning of every semester, there is a decision paralysis going on because and I have done a paper on decision paralysis in healthcare sector, but I never thought that I will be experiencing it in my, like, selecting a course is different thing, like overall course is a different thing, but selecting within the course a selection paralysis will be there. I never thought about that.
Okay.
So it was a new experience in that sense as well. And the exposure that you get in a German university, like in an international university, is really good, because I feel like there is a little bit of imposter syndrome that comes in, because sometimes you feel that, okay, I got in here just because purely out of luck, not because of the merits that you have. And you get humbled by seeing how genius people are in doing in whatever field they are. Maybe somebody is really good in writing the papers. When you see their paper, they have really put in a lot of passion in that. But for somebody else, it's mostly the analysis part. For example, in doing the quantitative analysis, somebody is really brilliant in that, and you are just feeling amazed by their capability, and at the same time questioning yourself, like, okay, where do you stand in this? Like, do you have the skill in this one, or do you have the skill in the other one? So that's a question mark that comes in. Maybe, like, in a couple of months it will come and go, then you just regain. You have to um, keep on revising the topics that you know. So that is another thing. And and another factor is that you need a lot of support when you're, especially if somebody is very emotional, you need a lot of support from your friends, family members, your parents, while staying abroad. Because I have seen many of the students, like, who is studying with me, they travel every year, but there are some other people who is not able to travel every year back to home. So you need to have a lot of independency to stay motivated by yourself, and not being able to see your loved one is also another factor. But thanks to the technology these days, we can video call them every day. And recently I had a conversation with an Indian family settled in Germany for like 30 years or something. And they were describing their experience of how living in Germany have changed over the time. During their time, the only means of communication was maybe by writing the letters. And it takes 20 days or something to reach back home. So I have heard this experience from my own grandparents, maternal grandparents, because they have spent their 20 years or something in Germany before. So that was also one of the motivating factor to come to and see Germany, how is the German life and everything. And another thing is actually, I would like to thank my parents and my family members for trusting in me, and being with me throughout the journey of from sending me to Kolkata from Kerala. They were actually it was a nice decision. I feel like I am the one who said, like, I want to go to Kolkata, I want to go to Germany, and they were supportive in all these things. Even though my parents, I think they wanted their kid to be a doctor because both of them are doctors. So that I think they still wants one of the kid to be a doctor, but I don't know, like, but economics is something that I was passionate about.
Okay.
Yeah. So
all right. So, but you have a you didn't say, you told us about emotional issues and all
Yeah.
that, but what about the fun parts of Germany?
Oh, fun buds. I feel like Germany in cultural way it's completely different from India because here mostly people are a bit more silent, I feel. In India, we can just even on Sundays or maybe at the midnight, we can hear the other family who is living next door screaming at the top of their lungs. But here we can't hear that. We don't hear it at all. And they are all disciplined very much. And I think the only day that they go a bit out of their normal routine is during the carnival. So carnival here is a big thing, especially in the NRW region where I'm living. And last day was on 11th of November was the carnival day. And people are really nice. And they have this different occasions in which they celebrate it really well. Like all the other days are they are on the top of their productivity. They prioritize their work more than the fun part. But those times that they take vacation, they completely seclude themselves from their work and focus only on their family, friends, or something. So I think this is one of the important things that I have experienced after getting into the company, because there when you're working completely. You don't attend any other things. It's your full concentration and motivation goes into the work.
Mhm.
But after your working hours is done, they don't uh, think about the work much. The
Hmm.
next time when they go back to the work, then that's where their entire work starts. So
Oh.
that discipline, I think we all should uh,
What
take
about
in.
this famous thing called Oktoberfest? Is that only in Bavaria or is it in Bonn also?
No, sir, it's mostly in Bavaria because Bonn doesn't, like, at least I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Pardon me if they do celebrate. If anybody from Bonn
Mm.
knows it, please comment down in the YouTube video. But I haven't seen it. But mostly people from here travel to Munich
Yeah.
for the Oktoberfest. And that's a huge thing. But unfortunately, this time also I haven't attended it. So
Okay.
yeah, so in that way it is nice. And also the Germany is located in a really good position within the Europe, so students like us can travel throughout the Germany and also the other European countries very easily, especially people who lives in NRW. The university gives a student ticket that allows us to travel for free.
Okay.
We can go to the since we are in the border region, we can travel to till Netherlands, and also part of the France also. I think we are able to travel, but I'm not 100% sure. We can also travel to Luxembourg, which is actually the richest country in the world, like in the GDP sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is also another perk of being in Germany for masters.
Okay. So it looks like if you can hack it, it's a good life and you learn a lot. Classes are in English, I take it.
Yes, yes. All the classes are in English. But I think to be fully immersed in the German culture, I think you need German really
Okay.
good. Yeah, because when you go to certain events within the university, that is in the not in the department level, but in the university level, most of them are in German. But
Mhm.
they do cater for international students as well, which is really nice because they have programs in which they mold you to for the German work culture.
Okay.
So yeah, they give you the opportunities. They do have the career fair, but the concept of placement is not here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I think in India, in some of the universities, they bring in the companies to the university and place them. That culture is not there in Germany, but they will equip you to be in the companies, like in the skill wise, and also maybe the CV tailoring and everything they do, but not directly, like they will not place you in a company. Yeah.
Are the professors approachable?
They are very approachable. All of them are very approachable. Like till now, I was blessed to have the professors. I think they are not only German professors, but the professors from the other part of the world are also there, but mostly within the European region. They're all approachable, and if you need any office hours, you can just email them, you can go to their office, clear our doubts. And also some of the professors, right after the class is done, they give you an opportunity to ask any doubts that you have.
Okay.
Yeah, so in that way it is really good for us, especially. And I feel like here in Bonn, the courses are bit more mathematical oriented, because in the first semester I kind of felt that I'm not doing MSc economics, I'm rather doing MSc maths. Because yes, Professor?
Go ahead. No,
Yeah.
just a cough. Okay. Yeah.
So because all the proofs and everything that, to be honest, I didn't do it in my bachelor's. Those things are okay. Obviously, it is more advanced, so they expect you to derive your own proofs on every assumptions or anything that we take into, and that was really eye-opening. And this is something that I was looking for. So I can't complain that, okay, this is too mathematical. No,
Yeah.
it's something that I look for, and, something to learn more better, because I think this is what the uh, economics world needs us to be coached with to become a economist.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about some cultural activities, hobbies, anything like that for you, or it's all study, study, study?
No, sir. Usually, when you have a 20-hour work per week, you usually won't get much time to do the extracurricular activities throughout the week. But during the weekends, still we can find something. And mostly we have like student communities here, especially the Indian student communities are also there, associations in collaboration with the Indian consulate located in Frankfurt. So they do have a lot of activities. And other than that, from the university side, we have a lot of association, especially international office have activities every week for 3 days or something. And it's, I think, people here love doing hiking. So hiking is one of the hobby that I have developed after coming here. So I think I have went there a couple of times, but the winter here is a bit harsh for me, because coming from south of India, especially from Kerala, we don't have winter at all.
No.
We just have two weather. It's either summer or it is raining.
Yeah.
So it is different in the culture, in the temperature. Everything is different. Even the snowfall also is supposed to start by end of November. So that was all a new thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add here?
Yeah, I would also like to say that I have seen like many students who is already in abroad, giving consultation for students who is aspiring to come for international universities. So the thing is that, like, I don't think that it is something that you should monetize. Because we all were in that stage where we were looking out for information, we were reaching out to people, giving advices or taking advices, perhaps taking advices. So, and it's not like only people from the wealthy family go for, like, really wealthy family go for higher education outside India. There are students who struggle. Maybe there are students who doesn't want to take money from their parents. They are also, like, doing things from their part. So I feel like if you want to give some recommendations or advices, do it for as a giving back to the society, not for the monetization purpose. So because I am somebody who have got lot of information, lot of advices from my seniors, from the people who have reached out, and they were so helpful. And I am trying to give back to the people coming from this semester as well. Many people ask questions, we were happy to help them. So I feel like you should give it back to the society of what you have got. So monetization is not something that I recommend.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Maybe we'll catch up with you 1 year from now to see what kind of job you end up with, or career, or PhD, or whatever.
Yes,
So, shall we end it now here?
yes. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk with you. I hope people have got some insights of what it is being like a student in Germany. I might have said a lot of things, and maybe some of the things are disconnected. I'm so sorry for that. But hope the other things will make some sense for you guys.
I'm
Thank
sure it will be helpful, Christine. Let's say bye to the viewers. I'll
Yeah.
be back with another young person or an expert soon. Bye till then. Bye, everybody.